Welcome to a journey through the eerie and enigmatic, as we delve into the unraveling of mysteries that once shrouded the American landscape. In this video, we bring you the chilling tales of 10 creepiest American mysteries that, after years of speculation and intrigue, have finally met resolution. Prepare for revelations that will send shivers down your spine as we uncover the secrets behind these once puzzling enigmas. Join us on a suspenseful exploration of the darkness that once lingered, now illuminated by the light of closure. Number 10. The Death Valley Sailing Stones. As if the name Death Valley wasn't creepy enough, it also hosts one of the eeriest natural phenomena in the country. Found along the smooth valley floor are heavy rocks with clear drag marks trailing behind them. However, there's no evidence of human activity.
And it's just one of these sort of geological mysteries that, like, everybody knows about, but we don't know about.
We would love to say aliens, but like many natural mysteries, there's a pretty simple answer behind the sailing stones. A very thin sheet of ice forms on the valley floor in the winter, and when this ice melts in the morning sun, the rocks slide across the slippery surface. The ice is thin enough that the sliding rocks make trails in the valley floor.
You have a beautiful sunny day, you have a frozen surface of the pond of this ice floating on a few inches of liquid water.
Number 9. The Umbrella Man. The assassination of John F. Kennedy is an enduringly popular subject for conspiracy theories, and one of the most popular involved the so-called Umbrella Man.
There are other still photographs taken from other locations in Dealey Plaza which show the whole man standing under an open black umbrella.
Found in various photos and films, he raised suspicion not only for his use of an umbrella on a sunny day, but for his positioning near Kennedy when he was shot. Naturally, many people began to suspect that he was somehow involved.
There was one wingnut who published a book with a diagram of the umbrella.
This remained a mystery for 15 years. It wasn't until 1978 that a man named Louis Stephen Witt came forward and identified himself as the man in question. And there was no grand conspiracy. The umbrella was a mere symbol of political protest, and he just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Number 8. The Roswell Incident. In July 1947, the infamous Roswell Incident unfolded when an unidentified flying object purportedly crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. However, the widely accepted narrative of a UFO cover-up didn't emerge until the late 1970s. For over 3 decades, the prevailing belief was that the crash device was a mere weather balloon, concealing the classified truth.
If we falter in our leadership, we may endanger the peace of the world, and we shall surely endanger the welfare of this nation.
The object, part of Project Mogul, a covert government program aimed at Soviet espionage, was officially acknowledged as such by the United States Air Force in 1994 after an inquiry by the General Accounting Office. The revelation of Project Mogul's role added a layer of complexity to the Roswell incident, fueling conspiracy theories surrounding government secrecy and extraterrestrial encounters. Number 7. The Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot film. When it comes to evidence of cryptids, it's hard to beat the legendary Patterson Gimlin film.
Sasquatch, Yeti, the Skunk Ape, Yowie, or Wendigo, depending on where you come from, but more specifically, the Patterson Gimlin film that is apparently proof of this cryptid's existence.
Shot in Northern California in 1967, it shows what is supposedly Bigfoot walking in a stream bed. Now, this is admittedly some very good footage, and debate continues to rage regarding its authenticity. But there is just too much proof that debunks it. A costume maker named Philip Morris has revealed that he sold an ape suit to Patterson in 1967. Another man named Bob Hieronymus claimed to be the man in the suit. Author Greg Long has found circumstantial evidence alleging that Patterson was a known hoaxer. Even Gimlin claimed there could have been the possibility of a hoax on the part of Patterson. Number 6. The Great Train Robbery. The Great Train Robbery, an audacious heist that captured the world's attention in 1963, recently experienced a significant revelation. The identities of the unknowns involved in this daring crime were unveiled through forensic genealogy in 2022, bringing newfound clarity to a mystery that had persisted for decades. The meticulously planned robbery of a Royal Mail train in the British countryside resulted in the theft of a considerable sum. The subsequent investigation led to the conviction of several individuals, but the true identities of certain participants, known as the unknowns, remained elusive until the recent breakthrough. The use of modern forensic techniques has thus added a concluding chapter to the enigmatic tale of the Great Train Robbery. Number 5. The Olympic Park Criminal. In the late 90s, a wave of bombings terrorized the southern United States, orchestrated by Eric Rudolph.
An act of terror in Atlanta early this morning during a concert in the Centennial Olympic Park. There are 2 confirmed dead, more than 100 injuries.
It's just horrific to think what happened in that park with so many people there this evening.
His notorious acts left a trail of destruction, injuring over 100 people and claiming 3 lives, with one victim succumbing to an indirect heart attack.
That's the thing I think I remember most, was not necessarily the sound, it was the concussion that I felt in my chest. And I remember looking around.
One of Rudolph's most infamous attacks was the Centennial Olympic Park bombing during the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, where a bomb detonated at 1:20 a.m., resulting in 2 fatalities and 111 injuries. In a dramatic turn, Rudolph was apprehended in 2003 while engaging in the unusual activity of dumpster diving in North Carolina. Number 4. The Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer, long shrouded in mystery and terror.
Guns take the threat seriously. The psychotic killer has already murdered 5. 1 at a lover's lane near a lake just north of San Francisco. 3 others in nearby Vallejo. The latest, a taxi driver in San Francisco. The Zodiac Killer seems to crave publicity.
Finally met resolution as recent advancements in DNA analysis uncovered a potential suspect. The eerie cryptograms and taunting letters sent to newspapers by the killer added a chilling layer to the unsolved case for decades. The revelation in 2021 identified Gary Francis Post as a possible perpetrator, shedding light on a sinister figure who had eluded justice for years. The unsettling aura surrounding the Zodiac Killer's crimes, coupled with the newfound understanding of a potential suspect, brings an unsettling chapter to a close in the annals of American criminal history. The once faceless specter haunting California now has a name attached, marking a significant and eerie milestone in the resolution of this infamous mystery. Number 3. The Colonial Parkway Murders. The Colonial Parkway Murders, a haunting series of unsolved homicides that spanned the 1980s, found a measure of closure with a breakthrough in 2020.
For more than 3 decades now, the U.S. Commonwealth of Virginia has been beset by the unsolved Colonial Parkway murders.
For years, these mysterious killings along Virginia's Colonial Parkway baffled investigators and instilled fear in the community. The revelation of a person of interest in 2020 marked a pivotal moment in the case, providing potential answers to the questions that lingered for decades. The eerie circumstances surrounding the murders and the apparent connections between the victims intensified the enigma. As investigators zeroed in on a suspect, the long-standing darkness over the Colonial Parkway murders began to lift, offering a semblance of resolution to one of America's most perplexing criminal puzzles. Number 2. The Golden State Killer. For many years, the Golden State Killer went by a variety of different names, including the Visalia Ransacker and the Night Stalker. His crimes lasted for a period of 12 years between 1974 and 1986, in which he committed over 50 sexual assaults and 13 murders. He even taunted the local police by making obscene phone calls.
Law enforcement now identifying 72-year-old Joseph James D'Angelo as the Golden State Killer.
But despite this direct line of communication, he was never caught. That is, until 2018, when the perpetrator was 72 years old. Through the use of DNA and genetic genealogy, investigators were able to officially identify the criminal as Joseph James DeAngelo, a former police officer and truck mechanic of California. DeAngelo was finally sentenced to life in prison nearly 50 years after his crime spree began. Number 1. The Vampire Clan. Unsolved Mysteries is full of creepy tales, but none quite as unsettling as the Vampire Clan.
The bloodthirsty villain at the center of a case that lives in criminal infamy as the Vampire Murders.
On November 25, 1996, someone entered the home of Naomi and Richard Wendorf and beat them to death with a crowbar. Their bodies were later discovered by their daughter, Jennifer. Suspicion immediately fell to a so-called vampire clan led by one Rod Farrell, as Jennifer's sister Heather had been friendly with the group. It was said that Farrell made prospective members drink his blood in order to join the cult.
He was a cutter. I felt helpless. I didn't know where to go to get help.
Just a few weeks after the episode aired, the grandmother of a member called the police and told them where the cult was heading. They were apprehended in Louisiana. As we close the chapter on these haunting American mysteries, we invite you to become a part of our community. What are your thoughts on these solved enigmas? Share your insights, theories, and your favorite mystery from the list in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with fellow mystery enthusiasts, and subscribe for more thrilling content that unravels the secrets of the unknown. Thanks for watching.